Millennial Pause pre-roll. Gun day. Welcome back to the channel, folks. Today we have the EPIC Airguns 1 in 177 caliber. My dog is doing my nut in today. We have the EPIC Airguns 1 in 177. This is a modular air rifle from the Czech Republic and is something to behold. I mean, you've got this big carbon fiber bottle on this one. You've got this adjustable butt pad, which looks like it's in a kind of a strange position, which I need to tighten up a bit here, you can see. You have the ability to really tune these guys in and utilize them for whatever you want to use them for. Today I'm going to do a bit of a test between slugs and pellets, see which one I prefer or see which one this rifle prefers, and give you a bit of a conclusion. I don't want to call this a review. I'll be honest, I'm running out of pressure in this, and my compressor stopped working today, so I've probably got about 3 or 4 magazines worth for this video. But that's all I want to say today. Is let's talk about the look, feel, and thoughts and feelings around this from a aesthetics perspective, how it feels, how it is from a weight. Look at some cinematic shots and go from there. EPIC ONE, let's take a look.
Meet the EPIC ONE. Compact, quiet, and built to flex. This bullpup air rifle packs a 550mm Czech-made barrel inside a carbon shroud with an integral moderator, a movable 30mm of angle top rail, and quick detach sling points, all in a rock-solid chassis. Controls are exactly where you want them. An ambidextrous swappable side lever, AR-15 style grip, adjustable cheek piece and stock. This is a truly modular setup you can tailor to any role. Overall length is 885mm. Weight is around 4.15 kilograms. Max fill 300 bar, feeding a 580 cubic centimeter carbon fiber bottle with a 65 cubic centimeter plenum. Serious air on tap. In United Kingdom legal sub 12 foot-pound trim. Expect around 780 feet per second in 177 caliber with an 8.4 grain pellet, depending on tune and ammo. That big bottle means real range time too, roughly 300 to 360 shots per full fill in 177 caliber at sub 12. And when it's time to reload, the robust rotary magazine gives you 14 shots in 177, 12 in 22, and 10 in 25 caliber. The EPIC ONE, precision, silence, and modularity. Dialed for the UK, ready to perform.
Okay, so this has become a bit of an overview rather than a review, mostly because my compressor's playing up. So I have no way to get air in this. So we've got probably 2 magazines left in this before we get not a great outlook on what this rifle can do. So let's just have a look. I've got some Zan projectiles. I've been shooting this now for about a week, and I wanted to show you how it's performing at 25 yards with the Zan slugs, and I'll put some pellets through as well if we've got enough air in this. This is going to be about what I think about the rifle from a look, feel, and opinion-based review, I guess, if you want. Okay, so we are at 25 yards here with the EPIC ONE, and I am shooting the Zan in 177. Let's have a look. Now I've not shot it at this distance, so I've zeroed at 20. Let's see what we're going to get out of this distance. I'm going to do a center point of aim. Safety pull towards you for off. We've got about a 5 mile an hour wind today. Okay, so that's running high. I'm going to move my point of aim to the mil dot. that is hitting. Okay. Oh, the butt pad just went in. I'm just going to bring it up a little bit so I can get centre. No, that was me, sorry. Oh no. I thought that was the pressure, but it's not. Okay, safety on. I rushed that. Let's be honest, we all know I rushed that. Not too bad a group at 25 yards. I'd expect a rifle of this price to be hitting same hole groups at this distance. Now I'm going to compare it to these QYS. A rifle like this I think is going to need a bit of a pellet test. I've not found one that it absolutely loves right now, but what we're going to do, I'm just going to change out and I'm going to show you the comparison that I found. I think the biggest thing for me is the way this magazine works is when you put the pellets with the skirts in, something like this, so you might want to use a shorter skirt pellet perhaps, but these QYS seem to be quite long, and when I reload between shots it's a real push to engage that pellet. With the slugs it's not, and I'm getting some real great accuracy. This could be by design. It could make sure that every skirt is then the same size, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. So you've got this adjustable butt pad in what looks like a strange spot, but actually when you get down to the rifle it's not a strange spot. So let's just see where we are on 0. I'm going to aim to the 5 on the right, bring the safety towards you to disengage. Okay. So we are going left and up. I am going to run this whole group then by aiming at the... what am I going to aim at so that you can see the group? Let me just change the target. I'll be right back. Let's aim for dead center, see where we're going now. Let's build the group there then. That's it. And I just wanted to kind of show you what I've been seeing is that I'm wondering whether those pellets, when I'm pushing it through, are just getting slightly deformed, so you get a bit more of a flyer going on. This has, however, got a really, really good shot count. I've shot, I don't say really, really good, but I've shot my zeroing magazines. I've done a bit of testing on the slugs versus pellets, and I was worried that I wouldn't get 2 magazines through this from 120 bar, but it's at 110 bar now, and I reckon I could get a couple more through that. So in that, I'm going to get a different pellet with a different skirt, and just see if I get a bit of a different group showing. Right now, this is the best rifle I've shot with Zans, with slugs. The logo does have slugs on it. Perhaps this is what this is meant for, and you're all going to come at me because they know what I'm talking about, but at the end of the day, I'm a newbie, so I think these kind of tests are good for people to have a look at. Let's get another brand out of my my storage and see how that shoots. So I've grabbed the Webley AccuPal. They're a lighter grain than the QYS at 8.64, and we've got the Field Target Trophy, which are a heavier grain at 14.66. I just want to have a look at skirt lengths. I've just grabbed those in 2.2, haven't I? Well, so we won't be doing the H&N. I do have some H&N, but let's just compare. Okay, yeah, so these are super short in comparison. Let's run some of these AccuPal. I'll be interested in the difference of the two. So the loading system for this is you take the back off of the magazine, you rotate all the way around, you load the first one, let go, and then you're free. You can free up your hands to do the rest. I don't know if you've seen it. I did a bit of a test on cheap pellets per 500, and these AccuPal were really one of the best priced and one of the most accurate I've had out of some of my rifles. Now, as I say, some of my rifles is that obviously a pellet test is important across the board. Learn what your rifle likes. You want to make sure that you are getting the best out of what you're using. I'm not saying I'm getting the best out of this today, but that's because I am shit, and we all know it. Anyway, let's have a look. So first of all, how does it feel going into the breech? Not as good as the slug, but still good. So as I say, it's a lighter pellet, so I'm going to aim to the 3 at the bottom, just see where we go. Okay, going to keep that as my point of aim then. Jesus, you see how tough that was to go through? I think that damaged the pellet. The amount I'm having to get involved with that loading action is making me go all over the place. What we'll do, that's it. What we'll do, I'm just going to go measure up the size of those groupings because sometimes it's hard to tell on camera. Yeah. It shoots really nice with those slugs. smooth action, good accuracy. I would love to have this for enough time to try a few different brands through this. My point is, what is my point? It's a point to note, really, I think, because someone might pick one of these up and just be completely unhappy with the way it's shooting. Try it with slugs. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Anyway, let's talk about the rifle. This is a modular system, right? So you can change your grip, the AR grip. You can take this Arca rail off the bottom and change attachments. You do have a, I think it's a slimmer fitment here. No, it is Arca throughout. Sorry, don't listen to me. You got this full mounting system here. So you could take this Picatinny Weaver rail off the top also, mount whatever you want. The whole point is that this is probably too advanced of an air rifle for someone like me who knows very little about tuning. I'm in the market for something that comes out of the box that I can shoot over and over again through the same hole. This may do that for you out of the box, but I am just not feeling the accuracy level that I would expect for a 13 to 1500 pound rifle. That said, I do also find this a bit of a Marmite looking rifle. A lot of people, I don't know, I posted it on my Instagram, and there was people that were like, I love the look of that, and people that were like, to quote, that's fugly. So yeah, I think for some people this is one that you really like or one that you do not like, but for me, I'm struggling with the accuracy as well as the looks. If it was one or the other and I could hone it in, but right now this one isn't for me. But EPIC Airguns, Czech Republic rifle, you know the internals of this are going to be great, and you have the flexibility to move this into a system that works for you. For me, this one is not on my wish list. There, I said it. Don't always do the most perfect reviews, but I think that's the point, isn't it? Go to your RFD, go to your air rifle dealer, get in hand, see these in person. If you have an RFD with a shooting range on it, ask if you can try any test guns they have, and I think that would change your view, and a lot of people will be spending money on something that they absolutely love rather than something they might come back to the shop with and go, it's not for me. Let's do a bit of a conclusion on the ins and outs of this rifle, EPIC ONE, and a few different pellets through it. Cheers. Okay, what's my conclusion on this? The EPIC ONE from EPIC Airguns. Let's talk about what I think about the rifle as my opinion from a shooting out the box standpoint. For me, I do believe EPIC Airguns are not rifles for first time buyers, newbies, because you may find yourself disappointed because of the level of sophistication in the tuning that you can get in these things. I've had two now, and I don't think they're for me in my level of shooting. These are something that you can grow with, that you can tune and change and get it exactly how you want it. That is, as you can probably tell by now, not the kind of shooter I am. I like it to work out the box. After a clean, I want to see regular consistency, and I think this is going to take a lot more to get that same hull. A lot of pellet testing, a little bit of tuning. You've got like the hammer adjustment straight out of the box. You've got the ability to take this Arca off, change the weight, move this, change that. It's just, like I say, a modular system. From an aesthetic standpoint, you all know I'm not a big fan of tactical, so I'm not going to go too much into that. It is a bit of a Marmite looking rifle with this butt pad down here, but that's not to say you couldn't add something to it that's going to change it. You can add like a pad rest underneath this, or whatever you want to do. This for me, how do I say it? I don't like it. I don't like the look, and I haven't enjoyed the accuracy. So for me, I am going to give you the honest review that this one isn't for me. I'm not saying it's not for anybody. I have just not got on with it. So there we go. There's the honest review. The positive, like I say, is the ability to do what you want with it. you have this really long dovetail mount. You can add, Picatinny weaver mount. You can add all the accessories you want through this to get that out in the field or whatever. Because you've got this big archer, right, you can mount that on a tripod, and you'll be able to utilize this. So the weight isn't a problem, I feel. And actually, although this is in a weird looking position, which changes that aesthetic, it's actually well placed once your cheek is down and that's in your shoulder. I just don't really get on with it. And that's my honest opinion. So that's it. That's what I'm going to say today. Comment below. I know a lot of you will say, oh, I love it. It's great at this. You haven't given it a chance. But opinions are... I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Everyone can have their opinion, right? And mine is that I don't enjoy this rifle. So it's up to you what you choose and spend your money on. Thanks to Vector Air for letting me get this in hand today. Check them out on their website. And thanks for the Crawley Surplus Store for my continuous support ongoing from those guys. All I can say is thank you all for watching. Like, share and subscribe wherever you can. It really does help the channel. And I will sign off with a shoot safe, stay safe. Catch you on the next one. Cheers, bye.